Welcome to Ravens Over. Please subscribe to my channel. Also hit the notification bell and like this video and share. This story is about Alicia Love, a trans woman that's been attacked, and I want to share this with you.
Hey, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? Are you getting it in? Somebody getting it for you? What's going on, people? Subscribe to my channel.
Okay, I want to share this story. This is about Alicia Love. I want to share this story about her now. She's a transgender woman that was been beaten and robbed at the DC station, and the story is being reported as of August the 5th, 2019. Alicia Love says that a group of men attacked her on August the 2nd after she left work. A transgender woman just got off work from her job as a manager at the DC Eagle Gay Bar around 3 a.m. on August the 2nd, was beaten and robbed by 7 men attackers about 3 blocks from Eagle as she was walking to the convenience store at the gas station on Minnesota Avenue, NE, according to the police report and her account on the incident. Now, Alicia Love was the first to close to the incident. In a harrowing account on her Facebook page, said that the attack took place at 2 locations at the gas station and less than a block away on the street. Now, she said that the incident began when she was walking along Minnesota Avenue after getting off of work from her Thursday night shift at the Eagle, as she frequently does, to stop at the late night convenience store at the Psycho gas station at 3820 Minnesota Avenue, NE, Northeast. She said that she often goes by to buy her favorite Airheads brand of candy. Now, as I'm walking to the gas station, I walked past a group of 7 men who were calling me names like tranny, he, she, faggot, she told doing the interview on. She ignored it and she stayed focused on where she was going, she said. But minutes later, as she got close to the gas station, she noticed that the men were following her. So she changed course slightly and walked across the street to what the police report says was 3800 block on Bland Street, Northeast, which is just off Minnesota Avenue and a short distance from the gas station. And basically, they started saying, give me your purse, give me your stuff. And I was like, leave me alone. I don't want any problems. Now, and basically, she started saying, basically, they started saying, give me your purse, stuff like that. So, before I could say anything, they ran up on me. All 7 of the guys, they all jumped me, she said. And I fell to the ground, and they started to kick me and punch me and kick me in the face and call me names like tranny. She continued. So they took my purse. So they took my purse. That's why I was scared, because I was getting up and I was getting ready to run across the street, and they realized that there was no money or anything of value in my purse, she said. Now, her greatest fear at the moment, she recounted, was the attackers saw that she had a so-called fanny pack and a belt bag around her waist, which where her money, bank card, and debits was important items that was located. It was at the time, she said, that she ran for her life towards the gas station as the attackers who discovered her purse had no valuables in it, and the 2 other attackers ran after her. She managed to run into a small convenience store, that part of the Psycho gas station. Immediately asked the cashier, who was sitting inside an enclosed booth behind the counter, to let her inside the booth. I told him, they're coming after me. Can you please let me in? I'm like, I need help. So he looked at me and ignored me, and then the attackers came in, and it was 3 guys, she said. And they started punching me and beat me up, and they took my fanny pack and they took my phone and everything, Love said. In the midst of the struggle, before they took her phone, according to Love, she managed to call 911 and tried to explain where she was and what was happening. I basically was in disbelief. She said, after attackers fled the scene, I just came out of the gas station store and fell to the ground and started to cry. I just didn't know what to do. I was crushed up and I was bruised. Minutes later, the DC police arrived. She said, wait a minute. She said among the items were taken from the attackers was $300 in cash, her iPhone, her Uber card, her bank Visa card, and her DC ID reports listed the incident as far as suspected as a hate crime. Love stated on her Facebook page that in addition to working as a manager at the Eagle, she performs on DC Leather Bar and drag shows as also a performer in drag shows and several other gay LGBT supported bars and clubs in the DC area. The hate bias attack again on her August 2nd became the 8th incident of violence against one of the LGBT people in the DC area since June 13th murder of Zori Spears, a trans woman in Fairmount Heights, MD, just across DC line on Prince George County. PG police last month arrested Baltimore man in charge with first-degree murder in connection with Spears' murder. The other incidents took place in D.C. and involved assault on robberies by the assailants who appeared as the target of victims because of their sexual orientation or gender identity. The most recently of the other incident occurred on July the 22nd and the 24th when identified the male suspect targeted trans women for armed robbery and on the street in a separate location where trans women congregated, according to the DC police. Lou Jr. has reported in the LGBT civil rights movement and the LGBT community more than 30 years, beginning the freelance writer and a writer for the staff reporter, and currently the senior news reporter for the Washington Blaze. Okay. So someone put, what about the cashier at the gas station? He ignored her plea for safety. Does anyone else see this but me? The cashier was guilty as attackers. This is the thing. We live in a world where someone is at work behind the booth. And this is a great area. And I'm going to share this why. Some of y'all going to agree to disagree. Going to have to agree to disagree. Some of y'all going to get mad at me on this statement. But I'm going to have to call it a thing. If you're working behind a booth and a girl runs inside and a bunch of minutes come behind her, you don't know exactly if it's a setup or not. Now, she could be the person that's lying to try to get it behind the booth to rob him. Or she be the person that really is the victim, which she is. But it becomes a gray area. Can you trust a stranger coming in my place? Now, if the reports are accurate, she said she was at the convenience store a few periods of time. So she went there to go pick up some candy. So she picked up candy from there. So I don't know if they were familiar with her or not. Because it didn't state that, you know, the booth guy knew who she was because she always was in there. She didn't state that. She said it was the guy she was asking to let her behind the booth. Because she was being robbed. And thank God she was not murdered. But to me, my personal opinion, he didn't know whether it was a setup or not. He was afraid for his life. And unfortunately, some people said, well, he should have let her in anyway. He shouldn't care. It is a gray area. She bought airhead brands of candy. And she said she often goes there to buy her favorite airhead brand of candy. So, Once again, it doesn't say that he knew who she was. She frequently, maybe she wasn't there on his shift. So, it's a gray area, which I'll let y'all put down to the bottom language. They should have let her in anyway. Listen, we're in a world, we're in the belly of the beast. And everybody who's crying for help is not up for help. So, unfortunately, this is horrible for her. And the good part about it is she was not murdered. The horrible, worst part of it is they haven't found these guys who attacked this beautiful woman. And she fell to the ground. She was in despair. And it's horrible. The police says among the items were taken, her attackers were her $300 in cash, and her iPhone, her Uber card, and her bank Visa. Allegedly. The thing is, I said this before, and I'm going to say it again. When you are a woman, let's forget about trans part. Let's forget about that part. When you are a woman, you can't just go to places like you used to before you transition. Those things are over with. And then they're saying, you're like, well, I should be able, yes, you should be ready to go, but you all should be able to sing Kumbaya together. But you are now a woman. Women travel in packs, and even then they're not safe. You have to accept everything as far as being a woman now. That means your rules of your mentality of before is out the window now. You have to fight for women's rights. You have to live in the new box that you're living in. Women get attacked. Women get murdered. Women get killed. This is the life we're in now. You may say, well, because no, you're now a woman. They've been killing women for years. And let's just say for the record, not just black women, white women been getting murdered too. By white men. Period. But you're in the woman's world. Now you're finding out what women been going through for years. Because now you are now walking in a woman's shoes. And I understand. And I get it. We should be able to do a lot of things that we did before. But it's not that way. Even facts. Some men can't even do those things. When you are a person coming at nighttime around 3 o'clock in the morning, you are a target. Some people call you victims. And if a gang of men are out there at that point, you're now a target. And to be honest with you, once you leave out of any bar or establishment and you're out there by yourself, you are a target. And trust me, that goes for me too. I realize this, and it's the reason why I try to share these things with you girls, to let you know that womanhood is now your hood. So all that thing of the privilege that you used to have, or no disrespect, the male privilege, is out the door. You're living the life of a woman. So everything that comes with it, the good, the bad, and the ugly, it is now your life. You're there. You have to accept all of it. You have to sit in all of it. You just can't go out the bar and say, well, I just walk on down to the store and get me some candy. You can't do that. Unless it's a bunch of y'all. And yes, you should be able to just go there. But in the woman world, it's not safe. It's not. Whether it's one attacker or 10, as a woman, it's not safe. But thank God, my sister, Miss Love, was not murdered. So I thank God that you are here to tell your story. Because this story could have went a whole nother way. So at least you got a chance to tell your story. And I thank God that you are alive to tell your story. Because the first thing they would have said was, you hit on them. Here it is, they the poor victim, you're the perpetrator, you went after them, harassing them, and that's why you're dead. So you got a chance to tell your story. Because I get so tired of the men always making them, they're the victim. and we can't hear your side. So once again, you are making history as of August the 6th, 2019, to put it out into the world, the universe. Yes, this happened to us. Yes, I was working to have a job. Yes, I was going to get me some candy. Yes, I was attacked. And no, it wasn't the fact that we just I came after them. They came after us. And once people start realizing that these men are coming after us, as well as the cisgender women, they'll realize that there is something broken in this system. And stop saying, well, she led him on, she did something. Start realizing that these documented facts are showing that these men know exactly what they're doing. Anyway, like I said before, I love your feedback on this. Like, subscribe, share. Thank God, my sister Alicia, my love. Thank God you are alive. I'm thankful, and I'm thankful to share your story. But my sister, in all love, you're now living in the woman's world. You got to be better, baby girl. You got to be more careful. And that goes for me and anyone else that walks by yourself. I know guys that are felons that sit back and says they can get jobs. Who is the target tonight? It look like a lot of victims out here. They call us victims. So you have to think, I'm in this woman's body. I have to be safe. Anyway, like I said before, subscribe to my channel at the top of this Instagram button. If you follow me, I'll follow you back. Let you know I love you. And thank you for watching. Kiss the ring.